She'll get hell when she gets back home with Mom. But she made, look, she screams a little bit, and you know what I like to do? Avoid them. Because, you know, I'll tell you the big problem. I could hardly hear her. What happens is all of you people go crazy. Look, look, look. And the place, okay, so there's one disgusting person who made, who made a, I wouldn't say this, but made a horrible gesture with the wrong finger, right? Now, they won't say that, the fake news. They won't say it. If one of us did that, it would be like the biggest story ever. I think it's terrible. And I'll tell you the other thing. I don't know who the security company is, but the police came up, but they want to be so politically correct. So they don't grab her wrist lightly and get her out. They say, oh, would you please come? Would you please come with me? Sure. Ma'am, would you? And then she gives the guy the finger, and he, oh. You got to get a little bit stronger than that, folks. No, I hate to see it. I hate to see it. But of course, the guy's afraid that, you know, he'll grab her wrist lightly and he'll be sued for the rest of his life, that you've destroyed her life. No, but I think it's a terrible thing. And here's what happens, though. These fakers back there, they're the most dishonest people in the world. They'll go back. This is one person who made a horrible gesture only because the security man let her have so much time. And usually, I have to say, the police do an incredible job. It's incredible. They do it so quick. And they're going to make that like it was the biggest event, like, you know, so just forget it. And we know what's going on. And that's the good thing with live television. Look at all that live television back there. So in addition to the USMCA, which is going to be great for the automobile business, should even be good for the cereal business, Battle Creek. Battle Creek. I've been eating Battle Creek cereals for a long time. Too much. They're still making great cereal, right? I hope. I know the area is doing good. But in addition, we made a great deal with China. And you know, China's paying us billions and billions of dollars a year. They never gave us 10 cents. They're giving us $1 billion. And we're leaving the 25% tariffs on $250 billion. They didn't mention that. We're leaving, you know, we're making another group of tariffs, 7.5%. This gives us a lot of currency to do the phase 2 deal, which they want to start. But we're taking in billions of dollars, and to help the farmers who were targeted, 16 billion and 12 billion the previous year, helps the farmers. So you know what we do? Out of that big check that we get, all that money flows into the treasury, right? Out of the big check, we gave the farmers $16 billion and $12 billion for the previous year. And you know the incredible thing, and I was with a lot of farmers. I was with a group of 36 farmers at the White House. You know what they said to me? I said, don't worry about it. We're going to take care of you guys. And I used a bad word. You know what word I used? We're going to get you a subsidy. And they said, this is 2 years ago. I said, how much were you targeted for? This was the first year. 12 billion, sir. The second year was 16. They were targeted. That's what they didn't get from China. So I said, it's all right, we're going to give you a subsidy of the same, and we're going to take it out of the tariffs, and we're going to have billions and billions of dollars left over. And they said, sir, we don't want money. We just want a level playing field. I've never seen that before. I've never seen that before. It's true. They just want to be able to have a level playing field. I thought, because, you know, I sit at a lot of those meetings, and whether it's countries or whether it's companies, everybody wants money. The farmers just wanted a level playing field. But we took good care of our farmers, that I can tell you. And we made the largest ever investment in our military, $738 billion, all made in the USA, right? All brand new. So we will have invested in our military since I'm here, which is less than 3 years. Our military, by the way, in all due respect to the previous two administrations, our military was depleted. It was depleted. It was in bad shape. We had fighter jets that were 35 years old. We had planes that were 60 years. You heard where the father flew them, the grandfather flew them, and now the young son comes in. We've got the best equipment in the world. Now, spent $2.5 trillion, made in the USA, $2.5 trillion. We will shortly, that'll be all finished. We're going to have the greatest, we have the best planes. We're going to have the best ships. We're building a lot of ships now. We're building the most powerful weapons in the world. Now, we don't want to even talk about it. We never want to use them. But you know the way we're not going to have to use them is if we have them. We're building submarines, the power of which nobody's ever seen before. Nobody's ever seen before. You know, it's funny, we have these companies come in. I like to make good deals. You like to make good deals. That's what we do, right? So these really countries that come in, prime ministers, presidents, sometimes dictators, those we can't deal with too much. Sir, we'd like to buy a nuclear submarine. I say, no thanks. I turn them all down. You have no idea how many people, but we're building some of they're the most powerful weapons ever made by man or womankind. I say mankind and womankind. Now I say mankind, womankind. This way I don't get in trouble with our friends. But we have the most powerful in the world, and what we're doing is incredible. What we're doing with